21 years after the beginning of construction, the Oruzheiny multifunctional complex in Moscow is ready at last. Journalists were invited to look around the building as the spire was being installed. The 165-meter-high skyscraper resembles the so-called Stalin high-rises, especially as it's topped with a 35-meter-high spire. The decision on its installation was taken 2 years ago by the Urban Planning and Land Commission. By the way, the MFA's high-rise did not originally have a spire, but Stalin personally insisted that one should be built. The thing is that the neoclassical skyscrapers in New York at the beginning of the 20th century were the prototypes for Stalin's high-rises. Spires appeared on them after the city authorities had considered multiple complaints from New York's citizens due to the lack of sunlight in the streets of the city. Because of developers' unlimited appetites, the first skyscrapers were vast and dominated the whole skyline. However, in Moscow, despite the city center's 75-meter height restriction, the Interdepartmental Operational Group for the Reduction of Long-Delayed Construction has issued a permit for the construction's completion. Otherwise, the city would have had to pay the investor a penalty as large as 2 or 3 billion rubles. So, Oruzheiny is a 76,000 square meters complex of A-plus class commercial realty. The major part of the building will be occupied by offices, a trade center, a fitness club and a cafe on the lower floors. The building has been put in operation and now constructors are busy with engineering system installation and interior finishing. One floor is actually ready and can be seen as an example of the office space in Oruzheiny for future tenants. Looking out of the window of the 8th Stalin high-rise, as the skyscraper is called, one can see the bell tower of one of the oldest Moscow cathedrals. The church was painted by Surikov in his famous picture Boyarina Morozova, dedicated to the church descent in the middle of the 17th century. This is St. Nicholas the Wonder Workers Cathedral in Novaya Sloboda. In 1936, a pompous building of the Central Anti-Religious Museum was erected over the church. Later, the Soyuz Multfilm film studio was located there. It was only in summer 2016 that the Urban Planning and Land Commission made a decision on the construction of a new studio in Ostankino. When Soyuz Multfilm moves to the new place, the cathedral will be returned to the Russian Orthodox Church, and then we may hope the economic effect of the Oruzheiny will be seen in the city budget and will promote the need for restoration of this far more important building, which has needed reconstruction for 80 years. Larin, Construction.ru